and this is from Vitamix. Chef Rick Roman is back with us, a member of our Vitamix team. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
Always a pleasure having you back.
Pleasure.
Now, these will work on any Vitamix.
Sold since 1990 that has a variable speed dial. In fact, so every machine sold here on QVC, if you have the variable speed, you can use the Aer Disc.
You can use the Aer Disc. And the reason you want this Aer Disc is limitless, because when you see all that it will do, you'll understand that this is what you've been missing.
Yeah, so if you take a look inside the containers here, we have the traditional wet ingredient container, and you're going to see it's got that raised blade, which is what you do a lot of the traditional recipes with Vitamix. I don't know if you can see inside. Oh, there we go. This is a patent-pending flat disc that aerates, emulsifies, muddles, and whips. So now let me show you something, because the world's largest coffee shop chain, they use Vitamix, right? And you know which one I'm talking about. Well, one of the most popular things they do is make cold foam coffee. Inside here is non-fat skim milk. I'll say that again, non-fat skim milk, 0 fat.
Okay.
We're gonna turn the machine on. You always wanna start on the lower speed. And then we're just gonna slowly turn this up to about speed 3 or 4. And what's happening, David, is those holes that you saw that I showed you before are incorporating air into this non-fat milk. And you're noticing that the color and the volume is changing. It's now creating this rich, thick, airy, almost like a marshmallow texture. And watch how it goes from that light pale color to this thick, creamy, decadent texture without any fat. So now if you want to make the most decadent, amazing holiday coffees with, you could add a little peppermint. I add a little peppermint extract to make a peppermint coffee. And this fast, look at how beautiful.
Because what we're doing is we're incorporating air.
Yeah.
And when you incorporate the air, you increase the volume. And then it becomes this creamy, frothy substance that you can dollop right on top of your coffee and go from there.
Now watch this when I pour this, Dave. You're not going to believe that this is non-fat milk. Now watch this, non-fat milk. Look how thick and creamy this is. Take a look at this.
Wow.
I mean, it literally looks like creamy marshmallow.
Is there anything nicer than going to a coffee house for a specialty coffee drink?
Put a little bit of fresh peppermint, crushed peppermint, some dark chocolate. Talk about the holiday coffee. Look at this. I mean, seriously, David. Peppermint.
That's a beautiful
cold
thing.
Foam coffee.
Now, this Aer Disc is pretty amazing.
Yep.
$146.62 is what you'd pay at retail for this. We are $46.64 less, but Rick, everything today in the kitchen and food category, on air online, is free shipping. So now with the free shipping, we're saving you $58.36. We've sold 7,500 of these at this sale price. That's over half our quantity.
That's amazing.
Now, are you going to make some hollandaise?
So how about now? Now we're going to make meringue. Think about the holidays and entertaining. These are all the things you couldn't normally do with your Vitamix. I have some egg whites and cream of tartar. Again, we're going to turn it on that low speed, and all I'm going to do is slowly turn this up. And what's going to happen is those egg whites are going to now start incorporating that air from that disc. Again, you see how it goes from just the basic egg whites in there. Now that its volume is increasing, it's putting the air in there. Instead of getting out that whisk and not being sure if you got enough air whisked into your egg whites, you're going to get the most perfect, fluffy, soft peak meringues in a matter of seconds without any effort, just by flipping a switch. And that's one of the things that this machine is going to get you excited about in the kitchen. So now I'm going to say, David, that is perfect. Look at this.
Let's check your peaks.
Let's look at this. Now, meringue, take your meringue and put it on top of some little tarts like I did here.
And then you're either going to put that under the broiler or you use the torch if you have a torch.
Look at that. And these are the most perfect. And you notice how we didn't overbeat it. And so many people, you know, these little baking techniques you struggle with in the kitchen. With this disc, it's going to make all those things you do incredibly easy and come out perfect.
Really beautiful.
So we've done cold foam coffee, we've done meringue. How about sauces? Hollandaise. Again, this allows you to emulsify. Egg yolks, a little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of lemon juice. Simple ingredients.
Right,
Again,
hollandaise.
First thing you're going to do is always start on the lower speed. And what you're going to do is now you're going to run this on the lower speed, and you're going to incorporate air into those yolks. You're going to see the color start to change. It's going to get that nice fluffy texture. Once that's done that for about 30 seconds, then you're going to take your warm butter and pour this in. Now, hollandaise is something you have to go to that 5-star hotel to, right? Not if you have a Vitamix. Nobody knows how to make hollandaise at home. Now with this Aer Disc, if you have a Vitamix blender, you can actually make that 5-star restaurant hollandaise. And watch what happens when I add in this warm butter. What's great about it is that patented disc is going to allow you to incorporate the butter with the air, with the yolks, so we get that silky smooth, decadent, perfect hollandaise every single
and delicious
time. Look at
now,
this,
would
David.
you necessarily increase your speed here once you get that butter
so we
in?
go up to about a speed 5 once I've gotten the air in, and now just look at this. Look how thick and lovely that is. And just like that, David.
Oh.
You want to take a look at this?
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Look at this. All right, so if you have salmon, if you have asparagus, look at this. This is like the finest five-star restaurant. And you know what?
You got Eggs Benedict.
Oh, Eggs Benedict, another great one. You know, for me, being able to do these types of things for the holiday, this disc to me just changes the game. And again, you said it, if you've bought a Vitamix since 1990, any Vitamix with a variable speed, this Aer Disc will work out. But look how gorgeous that is.
Now, we are going to include the Aer Disc canister itself. You also get your cookbook along with this. How many recipes inside?
There's a dozen recipes, I believe.
A dozen recipes in there, and a tamper uniquely designed for this Aer Disc container. So all this coming together, as long as your Vitamix has a variable speed dial, this will work on your Vitamix, and we are selling only the Aer Disc container, and we're saving you at our Black Friday sale price over $58.
Now, muddling. You go to those craft bars, those fancy bartenders, they muddle those drinks. Because of this disc doesn't break down the ingredients, you can muddle. So I have some fresh oranges in here. I'm going to put a little bit of ice. We're going to make an old fashioned. I'm going to put in your favorite bourbon or whiskey, right? Pour that right into the machine. Then you're going to pour in a little bit of juice from the cherries, okay? A little bit of bitters. And then I take some of those cherries, those maraschino. These are the Luxardo ones. They're beautiful. Pop a couple of those in. And because now I have the disc and the tamper, I can actually muddle this drink. So I'm going to turn the machine on. I'm going to turn it up. And now I am just going to simply push the orange and the cherries and the whiskey down in. What I'm doing is I'm muddling and extracting flavor. So instead of going to that craft bar, now you're entertaining for the holidays. And you're making the most amazing, I want you to take a look at this, old fashions, muddled drinks. Look at how gorgeous this is. And I put one of those fancy ice cubes in here, David.
Oh.
I mean, look how, you know what's great about this? I just recently had a party and I muddled a big batch of old fashions. I put them in a fancy glass carafe. So when my guests came, it was all ready. And look at this. Look how gorgeous that is.
And you know what? I'm seeing more of these great big round ice cube bowls in cocktails.
Look at that.
Fancy.
Old fashioned. So muddling, whipping, aerating, you name it.
Free shipping and handling and 6 easy payments. Perfect for those of you who already have an Vitamix, who need the Aer Disc to make this work. Thank you, sir.
David, good seeing you.
Good to have you back.
Take care.
Mark Charles is decorating along with Mary and our hashtag giant gingerbread house coming.